better tell me like, what do you need? Fresh tip when you're doing your feet. New LV when you fly overseas. Cold plumbing cause I'm at them. Been swimming cause I'm in a deep. Don't call me, you already know. I'm on the road and you for the streets. Young on it ain't the same. I guess we're on different things. I guess now we're distant strangers. You said there's no fun to blame, but I was not the one to change. Cause I was not the one to save you. You were my everything, now I regret everything. I wanted you here with me, but you didn't want that. I'm doing anything, I don't know what's you're in. I wanted you here with me, but it was too much to ask for. You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything. Yeah, huh? Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, yeah. It's so fucking so right. It's so right. It's so fucking so right. One album is getting kinda hectic. Too many fans on me like I'm in Texas. 3 years deep now, keeping them guessing. 4-star hotel, what's for breakfast? 5 fingers, give you a blister. 6 at the wheel, you're 6 the mister. Give me your mama, I'ma kiss her. I said 6 rings on me like I'm in Pittsburgh. Motion maker, record breaker. 6 on my chest like an LA Laker. Black belt MC, call me master. 6 on the beat, it's a speaker blaster. Bars are hot, and bars are ready. A Middle Caesars with the extra chetty. Extra style, extra flow. Trip for sale, like 5 below. Yeah, in the club now like I'm Diddy. Counting these notes like a MIDI. Laugh to the bank, hit the gritty. Go and tell your mom that she really, really pretty. Yo, I called up your grandma. Said this the new age nostalgia. She said that last night she called ya. Said JVB is the future. Palace backpack, Nike snapback. Break truck, stop playing hack sack. All gas, whole lot of motion. Headbang, whiplash, past the moat train. Soft stuff, fits on 10. Yankee fitted, even in my bed. Small town boys up next to bat. JVB, make it get slapped. It's so fucking so right. It's so right. It's so right. It's so fucking so right. It's so right. Yeah. Even if I wasn't, treat me like a cheap about a dozen. Can you keep a secret? Look who in my recent. She's so indecent. You don't want no beef with. You don't want no beef.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
After a long 2-week build-up here in the Bay Area, the moment has finally arrived. It is time for football here at Levine Stadium in Santa Clara. Folks, this is Super Bowl 60, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on the NFC champions, the New York Giants. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, go! Hey, James, here we go.
Our first carry here for Joe Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, What do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team the best chance to win.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Now Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Lawrence going to throw again. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5.
Hey, let's go. Hey, son. Hey, kill. Go.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Now a run, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
They'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive it started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Go, let's go.
Now Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They run for it with Mixon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Pats are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as they'll be backed up to start this drive. Throwing, Mayfield. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's an object gained from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Hey, 133, 180. What's up?
Mayfield down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Everyone rolls into the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident. I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl's unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting out 0 for 2. We'll see if he can rebound. From the gun, Mayfield. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
Easy. Read it for the score. Read it for the score. Let's go. Hey, Ginger. Hey, kill. 11, Agate.
Lawrence. And pass complete. Here's Butte with it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Hey, run! Hey, Soko, hot! Great job.
Now Lawrence changing the play.
Go.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup on 16.
Rip, 23.
1st and 10.
11, Agate. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Hey, 133.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And he's missed now on his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Now Mayfield. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Kings. Alert, 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 alert. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Regular. Watch out.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. It's a close game here early on. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Real. Hey, 133, 180.
In motion goes the tight end. Here's Mayfield. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. To throw, Mayfield. They set up the screen for Henderson. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Now receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Kyle Pitts, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Gets this complete to Butte. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he will have a Patriots first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go.
Lawrence will throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the Giants' 36-yard line.
These are 24. Here we go.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 54 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick.
That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, New England. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Mayfield looks to throw. This one into the hands of Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Hyatt able to make the catch downfield. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Henderson. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Hurry, hurry!
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He'll try to pick it up himself. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. 4th down, Mayfield. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Patriots get the football back. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They'll swing this out to Harvey. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
That is caught. It's Williams. Still going. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Kyle Williams, his second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Patriots continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
And got his man complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. In motion right, that's Hyatt. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Henderson. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. Sly able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skim through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But there's ever a chance to regroup. It's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Throwing, Mayfield. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Mayfield now. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
In motion, the tight end. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Henderson will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Giants 18.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Well, that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Hey, I'm gun. Hey, Ginger, set. 13, Lou. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Hey, alert 33. What's up?
From the gun, Mayfield. This ball down the field for Pitts. And he's got it inside the 10. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there for the Giants. 44 yards.
Hey, alert.
They'll run here with Henderson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Real. 180. Alert.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion.
What's that?
2nd down and goal. Mayfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Naylor from 4 yards out. And the Giants have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Into space at the 45. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Now pass complete. Here's Butte with it. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
It's 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
Lawrence. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Yaya Diaby, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him.
Kill. Check.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
180.
Hyatt goes in motion left. Mayfield to throw it. He connects with Hyatt. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Kings, 20.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Alert, alert. Regular, regular, regular. Run, run, run. Point it right, point it right, point it right. That's up.
Here's Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
180. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Stop.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
180. Kings, Kings, Kings. Hey, alert 33. I got him, on me, on me. What's up?
Play fake. Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Real. 180. Up. Pistol. What's up?
To throw, Mayfield. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Byron Young. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
180. Regular.
Mayfield. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Set. 180. Run. Point it right. Hey, alert. Kings. Hey, alert 33. What's up?
Now Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Henderson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field and have a about them finishing it off with the touchdown run. Winning football 101, check that box.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we're at the time of the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's good for a Patriots. First down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, kill tip. Think right open. Think right. Red.
Now Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Darren Waller, 30 yards. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2.
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point.
32. Patriots 29.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. Fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves it with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
Hey, Lion. Silver.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy we want to see consistently. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2.
Hey, Jupiter,
Brings
Jupiter.
up 3rd and 4.
Hey, kill.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
Ready.
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder.
Ginger. Think right open. Go, let's go. Hey, I'm gun. 30 left. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. That is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this is not going to get there. Not close. Looked like complications with the snap. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Looking to put a drive together. The drive begins with a run by Henderson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Hey, alert 30. Run. Alert. Watch out.
They'll look to throw here. That is intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
The score, Patriots 36, Giants 32.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Mayfield. He'll swing this out to Henderson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Baker. From the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Mayfield. Now he's going to step up and run.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. Now 2nd and 4.
Hey, alert, 180. Hurry.
Mayfield to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here.
Run.
Now Mayfield. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Oh, he's got a bunker. That's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short.
Hey, run! Run! This is hot!
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy. You know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone.
You ain't never been in skate town. On a national, you know it go down.
Kilo Ali flow. Look, from the east side on a Friday night, met a bunch of to the Golden Glide. The lows and highs, me and all the bros in a stolen ride like, man, they outside, so I'm staying inside. Show you and I vibe, take a few, like Tupac. I seen a bunch of mean guys in the bandana tie, throwing up the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize, I ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably be the reason you die, trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs, gripping on it like I'm picking the prize. They hit the crib with a collide, but really ain't tripping. We can kick it and ride through the pull up the Moreland, bro. Which team was happening? Oh, man. Southside,